Hey guys, Chris, Ironhead Garage. Watching the top fuelers. Yeah, man. So, we're back out in the shop messing around in the truck. Well, I went ahead and welded on the tower braces. Yeah, they came out pretty nice. So that's cool to have that all done. So I'm not going to do the 4-link anytime soon, but it's a plan of mine in the future. Now it'll all be ready to put the 4-link and airbags in it one day when I can afford it. But I did weld my axle purchase. My pinion angle was set good, so I did that. So now I need to jack this thing up and take that rear end out so I can finish welding those perches and paint that rear end up. Yeah, should be golden then I can put it back in and then measure for a drive line, because remember my old drive line don't work. Then I can hook my brakes back up and all that good stuff. But when I take the rear end out, I think I'll set the wheels up in the rear fenders and then lower the truck on the ground, see if it hits. I think the shock brackets there will probably hit first. But yeah, I did mark the bed where I'll have to cut the bed. If you can see that circle right there, and it's kind of hard to see right there, that circle. So that's how much I would have to cut out of the bed. And over there, you can see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, right there. So not very much. So the top of that arc is the bottom of that step notch. So not very much. So we're gonna get this thing up in the air and get the rear end out. I bounced the truck. She don't hit now. So that's cool. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The old step notch. Super strong too. Better than that C notch where you cut half your frame. Yeah, not very strong. Alright guys, well, I'll get on it. Well, I went ahead and took the rear end out. Man, what a pain in the ass by yourself, I'll tell you. I was going to lower it down, and I totally forgot about it. I was going to, see if it hit the step notches or not, but I was so stoked to get the rear end out, I just went ahead and ripped her on out of there. But yeah, what a pain. Got her pretty high up on the old stands. You can see, got 4 stands under there. Got to be safe, don't want nothing falling on you. But I got the rear end weaseled on over here. Took it out the driver's side and took it around this corner. Not very fun actually, but I did tack those leaf spring perches at 3 degrees up. I think that's going to be fine. I got my protractor on there, and I got let's see, zeroed out on that side. Then over here, she zeroed out too. So yeah, I'm gonna burn them in. And these perches here, they got a big long leg on them. So if I put a big weld, if I weld it all the way down to here, the U-bolts are gonna hit that weld right there. So I think I'm gonna stop them about 1/4 inch. And this thing ain't got no big power in it, so it ain't gonna break them. I'm gonna weld them good across here and across there, the same on the other side. Anyway, if I put a 4-link in this thing one day, I'm just gonna have to get the cutting wheel and cut these guys back off, or the sawzall, and grind them all smooth again. So she'll be good, she'll be bomb proof. But yeah, I think I'm gonna sand the step notch up a little bit, clean the welds up a little bit, and then shoot it with some black paint. I think that's the best thing to do. Then after I get the rear end welded, Probably drag this thing out that door on my little dollies out there in the yard, and spray paint it black too. Yeah. Well, back on it. Gotta get to work. Alright, well, I got those perches all burned on. Yeah, not too bad. You run that welder long enough, get pretty good at it. Except on this darn side. Forgot to turn the shielding gas on when I started. Man, what a dumbass. And I had a bunch of porosity in there, so I had to put my burr bit and my drill over there and clean it all out of there. Then laid another bead on there. Got some the ball bearings. I believe that's from just running carbon dioxide instead of running the, what is it, 70-30 argon. Over there I got it in that welder, but that tank and gauge won't fit on this one. I have to get a different gauge. So I think that's the deal. But yeah, not too bad. I did weld it, end up welding all the way down to the ear. I think I'll just take the burr bit and grind them a little bit on each end. But she's stout. Then it's got to drag her outside, put the wire wheel to her a little bit more, and put some paint on it. All right, boys. Don't forget to turn your gas on. Dumbass. Well, I got the rearing up on some stands. Guess I got to paint it in here. Raining outside today, so I got to get some tape. Probably go to the hardware store, get some tape, and so I can tape that pumpkin up. But check it out. Yeah, sprayed some black paint on her. She looks pretty darn nice now. Need to do the rest of the frame. Just did a pretty good light coat on it, you know. A couple bare spots here and there. They don't want to get no runs. It's kind of chilly in here. But I cut the side of my bed sides. See the circle there? Yeah, so plenty of room for the axle, and the top of that circle there is the bottom of that notch. So I did this side too. Nice little radius on there. Yeah, pretty cool. So in time, I'm going to take them rusty L pieces off there and replace them with the stainless ones. I have all the stainless for the middle between the wood, but I don't have those L's. Man, they want like $100 for those two pieces. Highway robbery, I tell you. But it is what it is, so we'll get them in time too. Yeah, came out nice. Totally centered up. And that one. So when I take those off and I finally get the stainless ones one day, I'll have to cut them in half, because I want to run wood in the back here with the stainless strips in there, some of that old vintage barn wood, and then the wood up front here with the stainless strips. Not sure about what I'm going to do over this step notch. Maybe sheet metal it. I don't want to put wood over it because, you know, yeah, it'll look kind of hokey probably. Or just leave it. Maybe just leave it revealed. Put a nice little trim piece across the butt pieces of the wood here and here maybe. I don't know. Any ideas? Throw them out there. Some aluminum, polished aluminum maybe turned would look cool. Yeah. All right. Get back on it. I'm up here on top of the world. The old Bones chilling in the Model A. Yeah, damn guy. All right. Back on it. Well, since it's raining, kind of waiting for the rain to quit, maybe I could drag that rear end outside. I went ahead and cut the lip here on my rear fenders. That was not very nice to do. So I just got a marker, held it in my hand, and scribed me a line here. Kept the 1/2 inch of the fender, and used my old jigsaw. Louder than hell too, and metal flying in my face and burning my cheeks. But I used the old jigsaw there. You can build all this stuff, man, with simple tools. You ain't got to spend a whole bunch of money to build a hot rod. Well, maybe on some cool parts anyway. But so I just followed that felt pin line and left a 1/2 inch. Made a nice little sweep here. Measured right to the outside of the tire. It comes around this way. Made a nice little sweep out there. Yeah, so I got these brackets here that the mounting spots are right here on this guy. So I think I'm going to cut them guys back off of this strip here. Probably make some. I might try to drill these out. There just got some spot welds. And weld them back up in there. A little different spot probably, because they were pretty close to the tire. But I went ahead and did this side too. It was gnarly. This one missing the rear. But yeah, took another 1/2 inch off. There's that bracket. That's in pretty good shape. So I'll drill that off and probably tack weld it up in here somewhere. But this one came out nice too. If you can see it. Maybe. Yeah. And it's still stronger than hell. A nice little swoop on it. I pulled on them and they're pretty much just as stiff as they were, especially when you get the brackets back on it. So yeah, have at it, man. You can build this cool stuff with simple tools. There's that damn rear end I got to get painted. Alright, I got to get on that. I'll be back. Well, the sun started to shine and warmed up outside, and I drug her out there on my little car dolly and painted her up. Yeah, she came out pretty nice. Use that satin black. Should dull out a little bit. So it looks pretty sweet. I got all my hardware there painted. My U-clamps and my shock brackets and the rear plates and even the nuts. Yeah, pretty cool. So I got to get this rear end underneath this pig without scratching it all to hell. Well, at least it's easy to touch back up. Yeah, man. All right. Get the rear end back in there. All right, well, I got her almost in there without scratching her. Got the springs almost lined up. Got the shackles hooked up in the back. Got to persuade her a little bit more. Set her down on the springs. Put them U-bolts in. Yeah, man. Getting closer. All right, well, got her shoes back under her. Got her on the ground. Yeah. Hey, I even got her headlights in there. So it's looking pretty good again on the ground. She ain't gonna bottom out no more. The wheels aren't gonna hit the outside lip here. I can put my hand up in there. It's pretty close to here, maybe 3/8 away or so. I don't think they'll hit. But yeah, pretty cool. Step notch is all done. All ready for airbags and forward link in the future. So that's cool. Sure was a lot of work, I tell you. Now I gotta measure for a drive line and I gotta get some shocks. That'll be a little bit. I gotta save up for that, but at least I'll have the measurement. Wish my old one worked. But now I think I can put them braces back in there and that brace there. I got one right there. It's got to paint it up. Then I can work on that front brace and maybe the front of that bed there. A couple little rust holes in it. And then I can think about rolling it forward and putting that bumper on. Old Dano gave me. I got the center brackets, but I don't have the outer brackets. And they don't sell just the outer brackets. It's a bummer. I don't know why. So I'll have to build some or order a whole damn kit in the future. I'm not sure. But yeah, pretty stoked to have this all done now. Sure was a lot of work, but came out pretty nice. Pretty bomb-proof, I believe. So I figured I'd be driving this truck, you know, this time last year, but life happens, things happen, but good things come in time. We'll get this old truck on the road for sure. She's getting closer. So, me and old Bones, we appreciate you. There he is. Look a little thin in the skin there, buddy. All right. You guys take care out there. We'll catch you next time. Take care.